Friends, welcome to JerAwards. Today we're going to recap season 10 of Supernatural. I just finished watching it. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe for daily content. If there's a day there is a reaction, there will be links in the description box down below for the Patreon, the Twitch stream, and everything in between. And all 10 seasons are on Patreon if you're able to support that way. If not, everything's here for free. So yeah, season 10 picks up right where season 9 left off, with Dean waking up. I thought he had green eyes for a moment, but it's just black. He's just a demon. That's it. Nothing crazy. We get kind of like a dark version of Dean for the opening few episodes of Supernatural until they're kind of able to nip that in the bud and kind of get him back to being a good guy for a little bit. And they immediately go start working cases like nothing ever happened. They immediately just get on the case. But the lingering thing is he has the mark of Cain and he cannot be killed. This leads to them trying to figure out different ways to get rid of the mark of Cain, including running into Dark Charlie and regular Charlie, who's back from Oz. They run into her and they have to stop some stuff. We even have a moment of Dean beating up bad Charlie to help good Charlie. And we see a moment where he apologizes to Charlie at the end of that episode. And she's like, you have to like not give up on yourself, okay? Like, I'm here to help you do whatever it is, which leads to the Book of the Damned. Book of the Damned leads to Frankenstein family. Who gives a fuck? I hate everything about the Steins. And that kind of leads into Rowena, who happens to be Crowley's mother, who tries to manipulate Crowley. Is a whole thing. But it leads to Crowley's mother, Rowena, trying to assist them in reading the Book of the Damned, which could be the last thing to get the mark of Cain off. Dean, at this point, has exhausted all of his options in his mind, and he's come to peace, just like Sam did, with dying. So he's come to peace. He doesn't want Sam to do anything, but Sam's been going behind his back the whole season, trying to help him get rid of this mark. So he goes behind his back. He starts lying to his brother. He teams up with Rowena, Charlie, and Cass to help get this stuff. While all this is going on, Dean has no idea. He's slipping further and further into the darkness. At this point, Dean has already killed Cain. He now is the sole bearer of this mark. So he says he's just going to live out his days, watch everybody around him dies, and let the mark take over, and that's just going to be the end of it. Sam, going behind his back to help with all this stuff, ends up putting Charlie in harm's way when Rowena's too much for her to deal with. So Charlie, upset, needing some free time, goes off to a motel hotel, runs into the Stein family, and she gets murdered. Charlie dies. And Dean, of course, in turn, blames Sam for that, even not letting Sam say his final words to Charlie at her funeral. Dean kind of goes full dark mode at that point, killing the entire Stein family. Dean then does the only thing he thinks that he can do, and that is turn to death to get the mark removed. Meanwhile, they realize that the final, Charlie had broke the codex on this. Charlie's able to read the Book of the Damned. Rowena, with that power, tries to get Sam to kill Crowley. It goes sideways. Crowley's got some red eyes, black dragon shit going on. I thought he was going to go full evil there for a moment, but he didn't. Nothing happened. So they need 3 ingredients. They need the forbidden fruit. They need the golden calf. And then, of course, they need something that Rowena loves. We get in some random backstory about some kid named Oscar that helped her, blah, blah, blah. As Dean is making his peace with death, literally, death as a concept and death the person, Death wants him to kill his brother, so Sam will stop trying to hunt him for the greater good, and then Dean will get transported to some remote location, unbeknownst to mankind, and that'll be the end of the mark, after he refuses to give the mark to somebody else. But Dean instead kills Death, and as they think everything's all hunky-dory, not really, but kind of, Rowena activates the spell to remove the mark, which is that Death has expedited the exposition that Death gave us. It would unleash the darkness, and it has. The darkness gets unleashed. Rowena 6 casts onto Crowley with some spell. Rowena has this all-powerful spell book. She has the Darkhold, essentially. She has it. The Book of the Damned. Along with it, she has the Codex to be able to read it. Cass is attacking Crowley. The darkness is spread. The darkness envelops Baby, with Sam and Dean inside. At the end of the day, Dean chose his brother over everything else, just like they do each and every season. And that's where season 10 kind of ends. All in all, season 10 is a great season. I really like it. That's kind of the gist of it. There's a lot of extra flesh in between, a lot of good. There's some good Monster of the Week episodes, some good things. I wish in the opening we would have had Demon Dean a little longer. I loved him and Crowley's relationship. I wish we just would have had that blossom a little more. I wish we would have had more of Cass and Hannah. I wish we would have had more. There's a lot of things. I wish Charlie didn't die. I feel like that was abrupt, but it also helps add fuel to the fire for things like Dean being more upset with Sam. Death tells him, hey man, if you give this mark to somebody else, I'll remove it. And Dean says, no, I'm not going to do it to anybody. Why not just find somebody as psychotic, I can't even see the word, as psychotic as you, right? Somebody that also had a vibe like Cain had with you. Find somebody, a murderer, a killer, anybody. Give them the mark, right? Give them the mark. And then Death transports them to some unbeknownst location and then removes the mark from you. That's simple. Yeah? I also wish in the episode with Charlie and Dark Charlie that they didn't know that whatever happened to one version happened to the other. So when he was beating up Dark Charlie, like, he was shocked when he saw Charlie was wounded, and therefore he thought that he was the one hurting Charlie. I think there was a lot of things in this season that with some minor tweaks could have been just phenomenal. Phenomenal. I wish that the little coffee boy, Oscar, was introduced earlier. I just wish there were things, a little couple more seeds planted that would have led to what we ended up getting. But again, all in all, a phenomenal season. I just think there could have been some minor changes to make it even better. It could have been in the upper echelon. I don't know where this ranks yet, so we're going to go ahead and get into the JerAwards in just a moment, and then we'll get to the rankings, obviously, towards the end. But season 10, I liked it. I liked it a lot. So with that out of the way, after the rapid fire recap, we're going to kick things off with the season 10 JerAwards with favorite episode. Your nominees: episode 1, Black; 2, Rickenbach; 5, Fanfiction; 7, Girls, Girls, Girls; 8, Hibbing 911; 9, The Things We Left Behind; 11, There's No Place Like Home; 12, About a Boy; 14, The Executioner Song; 17, Inside Man; 18, Book of the Damned; 20, Angel Heart; 22, The Prisoner; and 23, Brother's Keeper. Inside Man was a great episode. Executioner Song was a couple notches away from being phenomenal. Episode 2 was so damn good out the gates. Episode 2 was stellar. Stellar. But I'm going to give favorite episode to Fanfiction. The High School Musical, the having I have to sneeze, having Chuck at the end of it, all of those things coming into play, and that musical and just their story, their life, them kind of bonding with those people and the case involved with it were all so damn good. Episode 5 takes the cake. For favorite scene, your nominees from season 10, episode 1, Dean doing karaoke; from 10-2, Demon Dean whipping Cole's ass; from 10-3, Crowley stealing Adina's grace from Castiel; from 5, the High School Musical, from episode 11, Charlie telling Dean to prove it after he apologizes to her; from 14, Crowley, Cass, Sam, and Dean all together; 17, Dean teaching Crowley what family is; also from 17, Cass stealing Metatron's grace, and Sam shooting him. Hilarious. From 17, Crowley telling his mother off; from 20, Dean and Claire playing mini golf; also from 20, Amelia being back with Jimmy in heaven; from 22, Dean killing the Steins; and from the finale, the mark being removed was wicked. But my favorite scene of the entire season comes from episode 3, and that was Crowley stealing Adina's grace for Castiel. Castiel's grace failing him. It seemed like we were getting towards a moment where Cass was going to leave us. And he steals Adina's grace and is able to have that for himself. I actually, at this exact moment, that's another big thing that we don't know. Metatron is off with some more shit. Weasley little bastard. Anyway, his favorite scene was Crowley doing that shit. Most heartbreaking scene, I'm not even going to put it up for nomination. I'm just going to say it at the end. Your other nominees for most heartbreaking scene from episode 3, Sam listening to Dean blame himself for their mother. Episode 4, Kate killing her own sister. From 7, Cole learning the truth about his dad. 9, Sam seeing Dean after he killed all the humans. From 11, Charlie after killing Good Oz. From 14, Dean trying to get Kane to say he'll stop the killing. From 17, Sam reading the note from Bobby. 20, Claire seeing her mom. From 23, Dean about to kill Sam. But your winner is from season 10, episode 21, and that was Charlie's death. Tears were shed as soon as I stopped the recording. I don't know what it was in the moment, but I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. That was heartbreaking. And the show can kill whoever it wants. I'm not saying I don't like it in that regards, but it hurt. It hurt, man. It hurt pretty bad. Funniest scene, there was a lot of like witty, funny moments in this. Dean vibing to the musical in 10-5. From 10-12, I ain't got no grass in the infield. And from 10-20, Cass saying Hot Topical were all hilarious. I think my favorite funny moment from the show, from the season, was probably Dean vibing to the musical. Just, his name is Sammy. I'm Big Brother Dean. There was little to no romance this season for the brothers. Can't count one of them. Sam wasn't doing nothing with nobody. So my favorite kiss goes to Cass and Hannah from episode 7. And I wish we would have got more of them. But alas, we fucking didn't. Favorite kill, your nominees. Dean killing the stalker demon in season 10, episode 1. From 10-3, Crowley killing Adina. From 10-8, Donna killing Star. From 10-12, Dean shoving the witch into the oven. From 10-14, Dean killing Kane. From 10-20, Claire killing the Grigori. From 22, Dean shooting Eldon in the head. Or from 10-23, Dean killing Death. Crowley killing Adina to get the grace was the front runner all the way up until these last 2 episodes. Dean telling Eldon he has 3 spleens, 2 hearts, 7 nipples, but he only has 1 brain. And then he fucking shot him between the eyes. One of the best kills of the entire show. Favorite quote. I had an original winner, but I'm changing it right here in the moment. From season 10, episode 3, I wish you'd sit on the clouds and play your harps, talking to Adina about the angels when he had to come save Cass. I really love that line, but my favorite line from the whole thing, sitting here rereading it, is from season 10, episode 17, which also, again, comes from Crowley. This time around, he says, I'm choosing me, talking to his mother when she questioned him with, are you choosing the Winchesters over your own mother? And he says, no, I'm choosing me. And sometimes the quote, as impactful as it is for the show, is also impactful for us. You should always choose you. Choose yourself. Pick you. Unless it's not for the greater good. If it's a worse situation, if choosing you brings harm to other people, I don't recommend it. But in a situation like Crowley was in, choose yourself. Do that. Favorite case, I kept it plain and simple. Season 10, episode 11, the Oz stuff. We'll just leave it at that. On to the next. Favorite monster from season 10. We only had him for a little bit in the first half, a little bit in the back half. Demon Dean. Easily one of my favorite monsters this entire show. I feel like there's a lot more groundwork there that could have been covered, and I wish it would have lasted longer, but I really enjoyed it. Favorite ship, we got 3 nominees here. Dean and Anne-Marie. That's just a joke from the first couple episodes. Jody and Donna. You can't tell me there wasn't something there between Jody and Donna. If you say there's nothing there, I'm not going to believe you. But my winner for favorite ship was Cass and Hannah, because I just really enjoyed them. Castiel and Hannah sitting in a tree. Kissing. Favorite friendship. Your nominees, Sam and Dean. Dean and Cass. Jody and the boys. Charlie and the boys. Or Dean and Crowley. I'm actually going to give this one to Charlie and the boys because she was in more episodes this time around. Just a handful. But her relationship with those boys and her expressing how much that she loves them, I really enjoy that relationship. Sam and Dean could have easily won best friendship for the season. I think Charlie dying does add more to this award. But Sam and Dean getting back into their regular friendship here, but still Sam keeping those secrets, I think is what gives Charlie the edge in this situation for favorite friendship. We're going to do least favorite character. My initial nominee was Cole. I removed it. I didn't like Cole, but still. Metatron made the list again. But my least favorite characters, the Steins. I don't care. I just don't. So waste of time. You killed Charlie. Fuck you. Most underrated character of the season goes to Charlie. I love you, Charlie. When it comes down to favorite character, your nominees for season 10, Sam, Dean, Castiel, Crowley, Charlie, Jody. We could also throw Death in there. He made a brief appearance. If Charlie had more episodes, potentially, but my favorite character for season 10, don't call it a comeback. You can't. It's a three-peat. Your season 8, season 9, and now season 10 winner for favorite character goes to Crowley. Even when he's good, even when he's bad, he steals the show. He steals the scenes. It just goes back to when he was like first introduced, giving up the cult. I even said it then, he stole the scene. What more do you want from brother? He's cracked. When it comes to season rankings, again, we'll go over this really quickly. Your season names. Season 1 was 2.5 Men. Season 2, Deal or No Deal. Season 3, TikTok. Season 4, Touched by an Angel. Season 5, Apocalypse Now. Season 6, A Scrambled Mess. Season 7, Steaming Pile of Ooze. Season 8, I Write Sins, Not Tragedies. Season 9, Metaverse. Your name for season 10 is... Oh, hi, Mark. Do you get it? Because of the mark. Oh, hi, Mark. That's your season 10 name. Where does season 10 rank? Season 10 is knocking. Season 10 is battling season 2 and season 9 a little bit, knocking on the Mount Rushmore of supernatural seasons so far. I'll leave it at that. When it comes to your finale names, season 1 was The Exorcist, aka We Don't Trade Lives, Captain. Season 2 was A Deal with the Devil. 3 was Time's Up. 4 was Double Agent. 5 was Down the Rabbit Hole / Goodbye for Now. Season 6 was Out with the Old, In with the New. Season 7 was Alone. Season 8, And They All Fall Down. Season 9 was Born Again. Season 10 is we're going to entitle Lock and Key, because they said the mark was essentially a lock and key for the darkness. The lock was out there. They released the key, and they unlocked the mark from him and uses this key to unlock the darkness. We don't know what that means for everything else. As for finales, I would say this is in the middle ground, right around 5th or 6th for finales so far. Those are through the first 10 seasons. Season 5 is still the best. Season 7 is still the worst. And that's the same for the finales. I'll stand by that. This is just for Patreon peeps here. If you're over here on YouTube, I'll also mention this at the start of the next video. Here's your D20 results from season 10. The most rolled number was 18, rolled 5 times. Highest number rolled was 20, rolled 3 times. Lowest number was 1, 4 times. If it wasn't for the last roll of 10 dice, number 1 would have been the most rolled number. Double digits beat single digits 19 to 13. That's 51 to 41%. Evens beat odds 18 to 14. That's 56 to 44%. Back-to-back rolls of the same number? None. Numbers rolled that matched the episode was 1, and that was episode 14. The numbers not rolled was 3, 7, 12, and 17. For the first time ever, the number 3 was not rolled in a season. And number 18, after not being rolled all last season, comes back to dominate. All but 4 numbers were rolled this season. That's the second lowest after last season, where just 2 numbers wasn't rolled. And again, that was 11 and 18. And the last numbers that we rolled, well, that'll be on episode 1 of season 11. All in all, with all that, we can wrap up this video with the good old in memoriam, in loving memory to the following peeps. Are you ready? It's a long one. Crossroads Demon, Drew Neely, Daniel, Cole's dad, Lester, Demons, Crowley, sentenced to murder. Suicide Flame. Oh, Suicide Flame On Demon, the guy that set himself on fire. Adina, Barker, Brandon, Travis, Tasha, Calliope, Lance, Bunny, Colette, Stanton, Phillip, Detective Howard, Olivia, Graffiti Man, Unknown Second Victim, Sheriff Goodhill, Sheriff Lynn Cuss, who fucking cares? Vampires 1 and 2, Goons 1 and 2, Star, Gerald, Salinger, Randy, Russell Wellington, Clive Dillon / Michael Carter, The Wizard of Oz, JP, Hansel, Gretel was already dead, Katja, Billy Bass, Kyle, Julie, Andrew Silver, Tommy Tolliver, Kane, Major Matt Jones, Dax, Jackie Prescott, Kit, Terry, Frank, Father Delaney, Miro, Olivette, the hamster. Is she dead? She's just a hamster. Who fucking knows? Isabella, Husky Cupid, Jacob's Men. Call him Husky Cupid, by the way, on IMDb was super hateful. Jacob's Men, Jacob Stein, Susie's Family, Susie, Ghost Benny, Ronnie Cartwright, Peter Holloway / The Gregory, Amelia Novak, Aline McCormick, Random Stein Demons, Eldon's Left Arm, Charlie Bradbury, the entire Stein family. One thing I'm going to say on the side is Cy, whatever that kid's name was, he didn't deserve it. Rose McKinley, Reggie, Rudy, Vampires, Seth / Oscar, and of course, Death. And to run through one more time, an extra rest in peace to the Wizard of Oz, Kane, Amelia Novak, Charlie Bradbury, and Death. The biggest question I have is death's death. What implications does that have moving forward? What did Metatron escape with? Will we see Cole again? Is Bobby in heaven, hell, or not Bobby? Is Charlie in heaven, hell, or purgatory? Is Bobby taken away in prison in heaven? What is the darkness? Is Cass going to kill Crowley? Where is Rowena going? There's a lot of big questions. Not enough answers. You guys can let me know in the comment section down below your own JerAwards, your own favorite moments, what have you, when it comes to season 10 of Supernatural. Overall, phenomenal season. I said after the second to last episode, I was kind of like, it was above average. But once I sat and thought about it and put some things together in my brain, and of course with the finale, it was great. It was great. So, for now, I hope you guys are having a good one. This is it for season 10. Tomorrow, season 11, episode 1. Into the darkness. Wait, out of the darkness, into the fire. So I imagine they get out of the fucking darkness, right? But, as always, links and everything will be in the description box down below. Playlist will be up on screen. Stay cute, stay hydrated. I'll catch you on the next one.